string. In this session we are going to see dependency injection, setter based dependency injection. So here what we do, we create setter and getter methods. In the setter method we pass in the dependent class object as the argument. Alright, so let's see. In the previous session I have explained how to do dependency injection using constructor based. In this session we are going to see using setter based dependency injection. Right, setter based dependency injection is used for optional dependency. So in this session we are going to see setter based dependency injection. So for this we consider two classes, okay, Java classes. One is text editor and the other one is spell checker. Here spell checker is dependent on text editor. So how do we make this dependency injection between these two classes, text editor and spell checker? In the previous session we have seen how to do with how to do dependency injection using constructor based dependency injection. In this session we are going to see how to do the dependency injection in between text editor and spell checker class using setter method, setter based dependency injection. Okay, so for this I have created a project, setDI. To save time I have already created. Underneath I have created a package named com.demo, and then in this I have created three Java classes. One is main app, okay, and the other one is text editor, and one more spell checker. So this spell checker, it is dependent on text editor. This spell checker should be injected into text editor class. Okay, so now and then I have created beans.xml for configuration. Okay, so now let's move to text editor. Already I have the previous session what to say, we do have code snippet inside these all these files, right? So these files exist in the previous session, constructor based dependency injection. The same file existed. Those files exist in this session. All right, so for this setter based dependency injection, so only thing is text editor .java, text editor Java class. In that we don't use the constructor. Instead of constructor we make use of the setter and getter methods. Okay, so that's it. So spell checker will have the same code snippet what existed in the constructor based dependency injection. Here you can see the spell checker class, and it does have the spell checker constructor and check spelling method, so which we have seen in the previous session for the constructor based dependency injection. The same exists in the setter based dependency injection. Okay, and main app, the same. We import one interface named abstract application contest and one Java class path XML application contest, and then we create application or abstract application context. Okay, here we pass in the beans.xml file. Okay, so beans.xml file is passed here. See, beans.xml file is passed, and then we create the object for this text editor class. In that object we call the getBean method of using the abstract application context object. How do we get the bean? Using the bean id which exists in the beans.xml. Okay, so once we created the text editor object, using that object, we call that method spell check which exists within the text editor text editor class. Okay, so that's it. Now the only thing we have to do, we have to code for the text editor class. So here you can see the text editor class. Now I'm gonna create the setter and getter method for this spell checker reference variable sc. So you can see the spell checker type, and then you can see the reference variable for this spell checker, that is sc. So we need to create, you can see the spell checker class type here. Okay, and this is a text editor class. You can see the spell checker class type here, and then the reference variable sc. So we need to create the setter method and getter method for this reference variable, for this spell checker reference variable sc. Okay, so how do we create? We are already in the previous session I have explained how to create a setter and getter methods for the variable, for the class variables. Okay, now in this what I'm gonna do, let me create manually. So public void set, use the keyword set, and then the variable reference variable is sc. So you need to give the sc here, but the first letter should be in caps, so sc. And then we need to pass the spell checker object. So spell checker type, and then the object sp. Okay, so here what I do, this dot sc, this refers to the current object, and then dot sc, so this refers to the current object, that is text editor object. So sc is the reference variable of the spell checker which exists in the text editor. So this dot sc, so when you key in this and then key in dot, you can see the sc reference variable. Select that, equal whatever the spell checker object you passed in as the argument, that should be assigned to this, that should be assigned here. So sp equal to sp, that's it. If you want to just if you want to display a text message that as of now the control is within the text editor setter method sc, then you can give a text the message. Already I have keyed in, so let me copy and paste it here. See, text inside text editor set sc method. Okay, now we are going to create the public void get, use the keyword get, and then the reference variable name is sc, right, which exists here, reference sc. The first letter should be yes in caps, so yes c, and then here it is not void, this get sc getter method will return the spell checker, right? So we need to give the spell checker a type there, spell checker type there, and then here inside this what we do, we return the spell checker object. So the object is spell checker object is this sc reference variable that's been initialized here in the setter method. So now it's a full object, right? So it's an object, it's not a reference variable, so return sc, that's it. Now here inside, if you want to give display a text message, you can give. For this I'm gonna copy, already to save time I have typed in, so I just give a message inside text editor get sc getter method. That's it. So and then one more method we need to create, that is we need to create spell check. So public void spell check. Okay, here I just we can give any message, any text. I just give inside text editor spell check. That's it. Okay, now let's move to the beans.xml file. Here we need to configure. You can see already I have done. First I have defined the beans.xml text editor. So I have deleted the values in the property tag. Okay, so let me explain. Here this is a beans.xml file. We have two beans. We have defined the first bean is text editor, and that we have defined the text editor. So in the class attribute we have given the text editor name which exists in the com.demo.textEditor. So we have given the text editor name, Java class name. Okay, and for this text editor class, object is assigned in the id attribute. Object name is I just give txt text. Okay, txt, and then what I do, it does have just text editor does have a reference variable sc, all right, of spell checker. So in the class, in the name attribute, we need to give the reference variable, whatever the variable we need to give. All right, so this is a reference variable. So since it is a reference variable, we have to use a ref attribute. If it is not a reference variable, if it is a just a variable of any type like int, string, anything, then you can use the value attribute. So if it is a object, so we are reference variable, so we use the ref attribute here. And for this, the value we need to give the object of object. We need to give the object, right? So object this sc, it is a reference variable of go to the text editor. Sc is the reference variable of spell checker, right? So here you can see the spell checker bean is defined. So spell checker class name is given in the class attribute, and for this object is assigned in the id attribute, right? It is assigned in the id attribute. I just give the name spell checker. Here C alone is the caps spell checker. So this spell checker should be assigned as a value for this sc reference variable, right? Because this sc is the reference variable of spell checker. Okay, that's the reason we are giving here the same. You just copy this and go here for this reference variable, assign as a value. Okay, that's it. So now we have configured the beans.xml file. We have configured the beans in the beans.xml file. See, I believe you got it. First we define the text editor bean. Text editor, we just give the name of the class in the class attribute, and then the object in the id attribute. Okay, object is txt, and then what we do again, the same thing we do for the spell checker class. We give the name in the name of the class in the class attribute, and object of the spell checker class in the id attribute. Okay, that is spell checker. Object name is spell checker. Now in the text editor, we do see spell checker reference variable sc, right? This reference variable should be configured in the beans.xml. So we create the reference variable sc. We assign the reference variable sc in the name attribute, and then for this since it is a reference variable, we just go with the ref attribute name. Okay, ref attribute. If it is a normal string or any other type int variable, then we go with the value attribute. Instead of ref, we use the value attribute. Here it is an object reference variable, so we go with the ref attribute. And then for this the value we need to assign is the spell checker object. So spell checker object is here, spell checker class, spell checker object is spell checker, so that spell checker value is assigned here. That's it. So now if I run this, then the output will be so I just run the program and the application. You can see the output. Alright, we have to call spell check here. This is the text editor. Okay, here we have to call the spell check, I mean the check spelling. This so what I do, here you can see the text editor. Okay, here I have to call the, see, you can see in spell checker there is a method check spelling, right? So this method should be called. It exists in the spell checker. So the text editor class, using the spell checker reference variable sc, I just call, just give the spell checker object, that is sc, and then key in dot. You can see the method that exists in the spell checker class, that is check spelling. Select it. Right, that's it. Now let me explain the control. How does it go? So initially the control comes here. All right, the abstract application context, it is created. When it is created, it reads the beans.xml file, that is, it goes to the beans.xml file, and it creates two beans. One is text editor and the other one is spell checker. When it creates the text editor, it assigns it creates, I mean the dependent class spell checker that's been implemented. Okay, that object is created. Okay, that object is spell checker object is assigned as a reference variable, is assigned as a value to the spell checker reference variable sc, which exists in the text editor. Okay, now what we do, control comes here, text editor object is created, right? So this text editor object, what we do, using the abstract application context object, we call the bean. We try to access the bean. How do we access the bean? Using the bean id, that is, we give the txt bean id. Just go here, you can see the text editor. For this bean object, bean object is assigned in the bean id. You can see the id, right? Id, the value is given txt. So this id value should be given in the main app. When we access, we need to give the bean id. We have given here. You can see we have given here. And then what you do, the object is created, text editor object is created, obj, and using this text editor object obj, we call the method spellcheck, which exists in the text editor class. You can see the text editor, there is a method called spellcheck. We call this spellcheck method using the obj text editor object obj dot spell check. Okay, and then the control comes to the spell check. Okay, here what we do, we just print the inside text editor spell check, I mean wherever the control exists. So we just give a text message inside text editor spell check, and then here what we do, using the, this is a text editor class. Okay, here using the spell checker object, we call the method that exists in the spell checker class, that is check spelling. So go to the spell checker, you can see the check spelling, there is a method, right? So we just call this method. So within this method, inside spell checker check spelling, text is given, that will be displayed. All right, so the control uh, the control the control goes in this way. Okay, that's it. So when I run, I get the output. Initially I get the output. What is the output I get? So let me run this. You can see in the console, you can see we have got the output. First we have got inside spell checker constructor, that is, go to the spell checker. You can see this message, the spell checker, you can see inside spell checker constructor. Okay, so here you can see inside spell checker constructor. Okay, so how you can see the spell checker, you can see the spell checker class. Here you can see the spell checker constructor. The control comes here when the spell checker bean is created. All right, so inside spell checker constructor, this text message is printed on the console. All right, and then inside text editor set C, again the control goes to the text editor class. Okay, and in this class the set C setter method is executed. Now you can see the inside text editor set C, so this text is printed on the console, and then the spell checker is initialized in the spell checker reference variable. Okay, and then you can see inside text editor spell check. So, and then the control moves to the spell check method. How come it moves to the spell check? Because we call in the main method, we call the spell check using this text editor object. So it comes, the control comes to the text editor spell check, and here we display inside text editor spell check. Okay, that's the reason on the console you can see inside text editor spell check. All right, and then you can see inside spell checker check spelling. Right, so when the spell check method is called, in turn check spelling method is called, which exists in the spell checker class using the spell checker reference variable sc. So go to the check spelling method which exists in the spell checker. Check spelling is the spell checker class. Check spelling method, here you can see the text message inside text spell checker check spelling. So here you can see inside spell checker text check spelling. That's the reason you can see in the console. So in this, that's it. So this is how we do the dependency injection between classes using setter based dependency injection. All right, so thanks for watching. Bye.